everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're one of my 29 subscribers. And if you're not one of my 29 subscribers, consider becoming the 30th. In today's video, I wanted to talk about how to start shifting your relationship with food for healthy and sustainable weight loss. For those of you who are new to my channel, I've lost 22 pounds and I've had a long history with dieting. I'm only 18, but so this is what has been working for me. I hope it is helpful to you. If you have any tips that I don't mention in this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments to help somebody else. With that being said, let's get into it. My first tip for shifting your sort of relationship with food would be to eat foods you enjoy, but to work on your moderation. So I know I'm somebody, I hate moderation, but it's something that's necessary. I used to would just like scarf down a bag of Lay's sour cream and onion chips, and like the family size bag, not like a normal portion size bag. I was like, I'm a family. So work with the foods that you love that may be trigger foods with you, and just start to be like, all right, I'm going to pre-portion this out and this is all that I'm going to have, and work with that so that you can still enjoy the foods that you like and have a flexible diet without feeling like deprived or feeling like you're out of control in your own life. My second tip for shifting your relationship with food is to think about, how is a food gonna make you feel? I know all of my lactose intolerant people, y'all feel me on this one, because you want that boba. You want that boba and it's almost all milk, but you want that boba. And so you really have to think, is the feeling that this food is going to give me, and it's not just lactose intolerant people, it's anybody, any food that makes you feel less than, great, I guess. Just be like, hey, how is this food gonna make me feel? And take a moment to reflect on it. I've heard some people like to write down how they feel after they've eaten certain foods. I can never remember to do that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember to do stuff like that. But if you can, I'm sure that would be helpful. I just like to sit for a minute before I do things like that and say, is it worth it to me right now? And sometimes the answer is yes. There's a helicopter, so if you can hear that, sorry, there's never helicopters here. Weird. The one time I decided to film a video, okay. So yeah, just work with foods and be like, for me, it's boba. As I said earlier, I'll get boba and it's all milk, and I am so lactose intolerant, but sometimes I'm like, yes, it is worth it. My stomach's gonna hurt, but it's worth it. My third tip for working on your relationship with food for healthy weight loss, or just in general, is it's a very popular idea in the health at every size and body positive communities. Even though I am not necessarily super into those or anything, I do respect them, and I think that they have some pretty good ideas in things like, don't put morality onto food. Because when you say this food is bad, then a lot of people, not everyone, this is not something that happens in everybody's brains, but a lot of people tend to take that morality onto themselves and say, cupcakes are bad, and I had a cupcake. Today, I was bad. Or, I'm gonna be bad and order some fries. Like, that's something moms love to say. It's just like, say, this food may not be as healthy as other foods that I eat. And if I eat this in moderation, it's not going to hurt me. And it's not going to make me a bad person. No matter how much of it you eat, you're not a bad person for just eating an unhealthy food. Like, that's really not a moral compass. And if that's your moral compass, I would recommend therapy. My fourth tip for working on your relationship with food is to eat when you're hungry. And by this, I don't mean, I want some food, I'm gonna go eat something. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, that's a hunger cue, honor that. If I honored every time my brain went, you would love some hot Cheetos right now, I wouldn't be losing weight and I wouldn't feel good. Because a lot of times what your brain likes to do is think, calorie dense food, we could use some extra calories. When in reality, our brain knows, our rational brain, I should say, knows that we will have a continued food source, or most of us will. I can't speak for everyone. I have a continued food source. I hope you do. Just realize what you actually feel like when you're hungry. I feel like that's such an important thing that we don't really honor in our society. You know, we're like, oh, eat everything that you're given, eat everything that's on your plate. But, you know, if you're not hungry anymore, it's gonna be wasted either way, whether you throw it away or you keep eating past, or if you keep eating past when you're full. Also, you can put things in a container and put it in the fridge. Like, you can save the food if there's enough to save, like, honestly. And my that's 10. My fifth and final tip for working on your relationship with food is to work on your sense of self and your mental health and how you feel about yourself. And I know that this is sort of a cop-out answer to some people, but I feel like it is truly the most important thing that you can do, especially if you want to lose weight. If you are trying to change yourself in any way, whether it be physically, mentally, your financial state, you need to come at it from a place of caring about yourself and from a place of, I love myself and I'm going to better myself so that my life is better. So when you go into, say, weight loss, that's my whole thing, is if you're going into weight loss and you're doing it with, I hate my body, I hate the way I look, I hate myself, I want to change it. Like, that is not going to lead you down a sustainable route. Because if you are coming from a place of self-hatred, you're going to do things like eat almost no calories. You're going to eat 800 calories and be like, that's good. I don't care about how I feel because I just want to be skinny. But if you work on your relationship with food and you understand, A, that a calorie is just a calorie. Like, if you go over one day, it is not gonna kill you, and it is not going to change who you are, and it is not going to affect your morality. And B, you realize that you can only make a true change if you are in it for the long haul and you're in it for yourself and you're in it to better yourself. Then you are going to be successful. But, you know, it takes a lot. I make this sound easy. It's not super easy. It is a process. But, you know what they say, everything that's worth doing is worth doing right. So putting the work into it, and it can take years, it really genuinely can. You may not see that much progress in your mentality at first. And you might be like, oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna change this. There are plenty of wonderful resources on the internet and wonderful resources in real life. I know during COVID right now, I wouldn't push for, you know, like outside, stay in the house, and look online. YouTube is a great resource. Google is a great resource. Online therapy is a wonderful resource. So I just want you all to remember that in this time of isolation, I sound like a brand, but, you know, in this point where a lot of us are struggling with, you know, maybe if you have issues with food, you're going to be struggling a little more, that this is a wonderful time to push yourself to grow and to push yourself to be better for yourself. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Before I go, I just wanted to say, sorry I took such a long break. I will be back. Yeah, I really missed doing this. I just got a little burnt out. So, thank you guys for sticking around and always supporting my stupid little what I eat in a day videos, even though they aren't the ones that do the best. I know that they're not super entertaining for everyone, but I really enjoy making them. So, you know, thank you guys for sticking around with me. And if you have anything you would like me to make a video on, please leave it down below. I would love to hear what you guys want to see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and, you know, leave a comment if you have something to say. Vote on it, thumbs up, thumbs down, however you're feeling, that's fine. And I will link my Instagram and TikTok below if you would like to follow me on those. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say except look at the hair, guys. Guys, look at the hair. It's a vibe, right? Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day and goodbye.